Hey guys, Joyful Gamer here, and today we are talking about part 4 of What If Izuku Was Leon. And this is literally the fourth time for me recording this because my phone keeps turning off on me and it's annoying. So if it's getting rushed, sorry about that. Please understand that it gets annoying that I have to repeat myself more than few times. But I digress. Let's continue, okay? So where we last left off, pretty much, this is when Izuku and Albert Wesker meet for the first quote-unquote time. Pretty much, Albert Wesker saying that he's the Albert Wesker, and that Izuku pretty much pointed a gun at Albert's head to shoot, ready to shoot, with all the other heroes confused. So, pretty much, Izuku is ready to shoot, and Albert Wesker is in a stance to fight. And then we get to when Izuku and Albert Wesker are when Albert Wesker just about to move, instantly an arm goes through his whole chest. And it shows his heart beating still. Albert Wesker looks at it, and Izuku, not even phased, but a bit confused though, with Albert Wesker saying, "How could I die?" Instantly just turning into a dead corpse. With instantly, the arm retracts quickly, and then in the light you can just see the arm squish the heart. Izuku pointing at where it is, he says to who may be there. He asked whoever's there, come out now. With them seeing a girl that has some blood of the now dead Albert Wesker, of who they think it is. Pretty much her saying, get that gun away from my face. Izuku says, are you going to be a threat to us? With her saying, if you don't put away that gun, I might be. With Izuku just not aiming it at her now, but still has it on his arms. And Izuku said, why did you do that? With her saying, what? I killed him because he deserves it. With Izuku thinking, she's not wrong. That man deserves hell for what he did. We do a bit of a flashback to when Izuku and Chris first met through Claire, because this is after Izuku's training and everything. And pretty much, Izuku is, of course, both Chris and Izuku get to meet. Like, they introduce themselves, like how they are, stuff like that. With Izuku asking the important question of who started this? With Chris looking at Izuku saying, are you sure you want to know? With Izuku just shaking his head saying, yeah, I do. With Chris just smiling and just smirking saying, he was actually my captain. For Izuku was shocked, and even Claire. With Izuku saying, what? Your captain betrayed you? Why? With Leon saying, I don't know, but the only thing that I know is that he wanted results for something. With Izuku saying, for what? It was like and Leon, Chris said it was for some type of bio weapon. With Izuku saying, so he let that go out in the city. And with Claire saying, actually, that's not true. It's actually because of, I forgot his name. Damn it, I forgot the guy's name that he turns into a monster. With Claire saying, actually, it was him, because It was mostly because of Umbrella, because he tried to sell things to the American government for bionically engineering bioweapons. Izuku even more shocking, but how is that? With Chris saying, don't worry, at least you're not one of them, are you?" Izuku saying, "No, I wouldn't." So he figures out that Albert Wesker was the one that started the whole domino effect. And pretty much, Sherry's father is the one that started the outbreak by accident. And pretty much, Izuku was just trying to think of all this with Chris saying, "But we don't know what's out there yet." Hell, there was even, you want to know something? With Izuku saying, "What?" With Chris saying, there was a bit of a rumor happening about from the other survivors that didn't go into the city. With Izuku saying, "What type of..." No, sorry, some survivors that were able to escape from the city. With Izuku saying, "What is it?" With Chris looking side to side saying, "There was something called the Ghost of Raccoon City." With Izuku saying, "What do you mean?" With Claire also kind of leaning in to hear this conversation. With Chris saying, "I don't know much of the details, but they said that there was someone or something that was inside Raccoon City and when everything went to shit. And they say that ghost is a representation of everything that happened. It's like an undying will of the people that want revenge for Raccoon City and what everything happened. And the people that lost their lives there. That's what I heard. I'm not sure of it. Because right now it's like a whole radiation zone. And it's gonna take a few years or a few months maybe to still be off. Because right now it's still not gone." With Claire and Leon, which is Izuku of course, surprised. With Izuku saying, "Thanks for that information. It's been nice. Thanks for meeting also." With Chris saying, "It's nice to meet you too. I hope you can meet one of my other teammates that were able to survive." With Leon asking what's his or her name. With Chris saying, "Jill Valentine. She's one of our most experts. She's actually she's able to lockpick through most of the doors, to any door she's able to handle with just a little pin. She's a locksmith. She's able to unlock. She's pretty much able to unlock, and also she is a bomb expert. So she's our go-to for if there's any explosives needed." Izuku takes this to mind saying, "Thanks. So any other information if you need, and also just letting you know, Chris, if I meet Albert Wesker, that bastard, I'm gonna let you know. And before I'm gonna shoot, or maybe I'm gonna kill him a few times, maybe." With Chris saying, "Good luck." Izuku asking why. With Chris saying, that guy had some type of virus on him, actually, because I remember, because Jill told me once that she saw Wesker get killed by one of the creations that I killed, but he was alive when we last met, so it may be difficult for him to kill you. It may be difficult for you to kill him, so just know that. Got it? With Izuku, of course, saying, "Yeah, understood." And anyway, instantly that's when Izuku had a bit of a phone call, and that's when we're gonna end it there for the flashback, and we go back to when he's right in front with the girl that has black hair and black and red hair. The red hair is like on the edges of the more like the tips of the hair. And there's like these type of weird antlers coming out of her. With Izuku, the weirdest thing is that Izuku just puts down the gun, just says, "Okay." And the other heroes look at Izuku, "What are you doing?" Why did you kill him? With the girl just saying, this man deserves death. Even death is something too easily given towards him. I hope he gets killed in hell, because this man turned my life into a living nightmare. No, not nightmare. Living hell on earth. With Izuku seeing the amount of anger she has towards him, he said, okay, you dealt with him, so thank you. And we'll be leaving. Before that, I'm going to destroy this place. So, you may leave. And besides, we'll keep this a secret. With the girl saying, how can I trust you? With Izuku saying, you don't. You can only take my word. With the girl somewhat confused because she can't tell if he's lying or not. So she just has to trust him. And she leaves. And she says, before she leaves, she says, and looks back at him saying, I hope we meet again and have a little bit of a spar. I would love to know your character. With Izuku confused, says, yeah, sure, anytime, whatever. With, of course, every other hero confused and asks, why did you let her go? You murdered him. With Izuku saying, this wasn't, actually, it's justified. With other heroes saying, what? Why? With Izuku saying, didn't you hear her? He made her life into a living hell. So the only way that you can think of is Mirio got in. He said, so he did. Izuku says, so you got on, didn't you? Mirio just shook his head and says, he was experimenting on her. Izuku says, ding ding ding, we have a winner. So you can all leave this place be, but for me, I'm gonna destroy this whole place. But before that, he pointed at Night Eye, saying, Sir Night Eye, may you please take some pictures for the road? With Night Eye just saying, why? Izuku says, trust me, we're gonna need it soon, or for later. With, of course, Izuku going and just trying to look for something. And then he sees, and he sees conveniently, a lot of gas cans. With Izuku just says, how convenient. So pretty much, Mirio goes looking for him, and he goes up to Izuku and says, excuse me, Mr. Kennedy? Izuku looks back and says, yeah, what is it? And Mirio asks, may I ask a question? With Izuku saying, depending on what it is, I may answer. And pretty much, with Mirio saying, so, I want to understand something. What are those things? With Izuku just looking down and saying, bioweapons. Things that are meant to kill. And that's the only answer you'll get from me. Got it? With Mirio shaking his head saying, but you felt, for some reason, you weren't shocked. Why? Izuku says, it's part of my line of work, you can say. I deal with them, mostly by getting rid of them, you can say. That's all you'll get from me. Nothing more, nothing less. You can try to figure out the rest if you want. And pretty much, Izuku goes and carries 2 cans of gas. With Mirio saying, I can help with that. With Izuku saying, you want to? Sure. Passing a gas can, with Mirio grabbing it, it kind of fell a bit, because it was a bit heavier than he thought. Being surprised that someone can carry such a heavy gas can. And then we go to the girl that was there. And one time when she accidentally bumped into Izuku, she saw a bit of his memory, something that she didn't know. He was one of the survivors of the Raccoon City incident. Not just him, two other people survived. And then she looked back, saying, such an interesting man. I hope we run into each other again for that spar. Then she goes jumping building from building. And then we leave it at that for her. We go back to the point of view of Izuku while him dropping gasoline. With the heroes confused, but with Night Eye taking a lot of pictures and done with it. With, of course, Izuku pretty much taking out, of course, putting, hiccups, sorry. So pretty much when Izuku just drops, pretty much just everywhere gasoline drops, and so of course, they took the guy to be questioned, and Izuku just says, "You guys are going to be doing the questioning, got it?" With the other heroes didn't whine or anything. With Izuku just saying, "Man, do any of you have a match by chance?" With one of the heroes saying, yeah, why?" With Izuku saying, "Man, look at it." One of the heroes didn't think of it too much, and Izuku just lights up a match. And the hero is confused. He throws it into what looks like a puddle of water. But then, instantly when the fire touches the water, it goes up in flames. And the little road that the fire is going to is going inside the house, burning everything inside. Not just that, even everything under it. The whole place burns to ash. The experiments bioweapons that are inside. Izuku just looks at it, and everyone that's behind him look at Izuku like he's some sort of madman. With the hero saying, "What are you doing? You can use that as evidence." Izuku saying, "Do you know what they can do?" The hero saying, "What? What do you mean?" With Izuku saying, "If these things are let out of their cages, literal hell will be on Earth. And all demons in hell won't even need to get out." You got that? With the hero shocked, and some of them kind of shaking at the thought of those horrific things being out of their cages. With, of course, Izuku just walking away, with Miru saying, "Wait, Mr. Kennedy." And Izuku just says, "Don't call me Mr. Kennedy, okay? Just call me Leon, because that makes me sound... Because Mr. Kennedy is my dad." With Miru saying, "Okay, Leon, where are you going?" With Izuku saying, "I have people waiting for me at home, so, see ya." Izuku just walks home. All the other heroes shocked, just confused that... And some of the heroes look at the house, just saying that this kid saved so many lives, because they don't know what would have happened if all those things were out of their cages. With, of course, Izuku just walking past the school. Then he hears voices there, like someone yelling, saying, "Please, leave me alone, I'm sorry, please, stop, please." And Izuku just decides to look there, which he does, and he goes into the corner, where he hears people bullying a kid. With some guy saying, "Come on, you useless nerd. Why didn't you do my homework for me, damn it? You useless, quirkless nerd. Ugh. God. You quirkless people are so annoying." And pretty much, this is when Izuku decided to had something and he brought it out. Which was something of a recorder that can record like voices and stuff. And of course, you should be ready for any situation. With Izuku just recording the conversation and And the guy says, why don't you go kill yourself and jump off the roof to be able to get a quirk in your next life? Pretty much saying horrible things about the student and some of the other students too, and even the teachers and principal behind their backs. Him pretending to be a good student in the front, and that they're idiots. And he says, I guess I can be an amazing hero after this. I'll be number one. With the student saying, but you shouldn't be like that if you want to be a hero. With the kid saying, what did you say, you useless nerd? I can be a hero because I have a very strong quirk. No one will stop me because I have a strong quirk. They're all scared of me because I can use my quirk. Of course, Izuku just stops the recording and just walks into this and says, hey brat, just leave and get away from him. Bakugo's hearing this thing and looks behind him and says, huh? Who are you? With Izuku just saying, just a guy to tell you to leave him alone. With Bakugo walking up to him, saying, you wanna die, you wanna die, bastard? With Izuku saying, no, but you, on the other hand, aren't someone to threaten me. Bakugo just doing explosions, with the guy bringing up explosions, says, huh? What are you then, huh? A quirkless bastard, huh, aren't you? With Izuku saying, yeah, what if I am? Bakugo and the other lackeys laugh. It's Bakugo saying, just laughing like, a quirkless guy standing up to someone with a quirk. Now I heard it all. You're just crazy, aren't you? With Izuku saying, probably. With Bakugo was about to punch Izuku, with Izuku pretty much just dodging and instantly just knocking out. No, not knocking out, sorry. Pretty much dodges the guy's hit, punch. Dodges the guy's punch and goes around him and even does an arm lock on him. With the guy says, frick, god damn it, let go of me. With Izuku saying, well, I can, but something tells me if you do, you're just gonna do the same old trick, aren't you? With Izuku putting a knife on Bakugo's, yeah, it's pretty much Bakugo, if any of you guessed. Ding, 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 you're the winner! Hell yeah! But I digress. With Izuku putting a knife on Bakugo's neck. Pretty much, Bakugo kind of understands that he's in this situation where he can die. With Izuku saying, I heard you want to be a hero, correct? With Bakugo saying, yeah, what about you, huh? A quirkless nerd like you, bastard like you wouldn't be able to do it. I bet you're so weak that you can... Instantly, before he can even finish the sentence, Izuku puts the knife near his, even closer to his neck, where a little bit of blood is dripping. With Izuku saying, do you want to finish that sentence? I recommend you not even talking. With Bakugo just being quiet. The other lackeys seeing this, they were gonna fight him. Izuku instantly looks at them with bloodlust to scare them off, which it does. It even kind of scared the kid, but he didn't move. With Izuku just saying, besides you, I can actually ruin your whole life right here, right now. With Bakugo saying, what, you want to kill me? You can try, you weak bastard. With Izuku just saying, just pretty much pressing the knife even more, which a little bit more blood comes out, which he says, are you sure you want me to not, are you sure you should play around with someone that's having your life on the line right now? Because I recommend you not do that. With, of course, Bakugo not doing anything, just kind of almost, pretty much like pissing himself, because he's feeling the blood going down his neck. Instantly, he knocks out. Izuku just says, I have recorded your whole conversation, believe it or not. So I can ruin your life now for you not to be a hero, but become a villain. So I recommend you shut up and change that attitude of yours. Got it? With Bakugo not saying anything, and Izuku just says, okay, so we reached an agreement. With Izuku letting him go, and of course, before anything else, before Bakugo can do anything stupid, Izuku just knocks him out. With the kid kind of shocked and surprised, and scared a bit, with Izuku just saying, come on, here, get up. Izuku just giving out a hand for the kid to pick up, with the kid surprising, you're not gonna hurt me? With Izuku saying, why would I hurt you? Besides, he deserved it. With the kid saying, but I'm quirkless, like he said. With Izuku saying, you may be quirkless, but that doesn't mean you should take your own life. With the kid saying, wait, you actually... With Izuku just pulling up a little bit of a pen that can record things, Izuku said, yes, I did. Also, here. Pretty much just tossing the pen to him, and Izuku says, once you play it, you can give this to your teacher or principal or whatever, to give him a bit of a reason not to give his life a bit of more difficult time, you can say. With the kid surprising, why are you doing this? With Izuku saying, you remind me a bit of me. Besides, no one deserves to go down that path. All life is sacred anyway. So, even though some are horrible like that bastard over there, I guess he deserves a second chance since he didn't do anything too grave. But besides, tomorrow, give them this audio and they will understand of what Bakugo has been, that kid or whatever, or that brat has been doing. So yeah. So I need to go. Bye. Izuku in a bit of a rush. The kid actually asks, saying, "Wait, what's your name?" With Izuku just saying, Leon S. Kennedy. The kid saying, "Thank you, Mr. Leon. Thank you." With Izuku just says, "Don't worry about it, kid. Just keep going." Oh, hiccups. Sorry. So pretty much, Izuku is pretty much trying to hurry up to get home. And then he gets a call, but it's from the US government. Pretty much Izuku looks around and finds a place where it's private, and he starts talking, saying, "You need me, sir?" With someone on the line saying, "Yes, Agent Leon S. Kennedy, we need you in the US. And this mission is going to be a solo mission. And you're the only one that we can trust you in doing it." With Izuku surprised says, "But sir, I..." And the guy says, "Don't worry about it. You can also bring your family to the US. They'll have a comfy home here." With Izuku shocked, saying, "But sir, how did you..." With pretty much the guy saying, "Hurry up and get over here, quickly. Got it?" And pretty much he instantly ends the call. Izuku, confused of how does he know about his girlfriend Toga and Eri, and his adopted daughter Eri, even though he's never told anyone about it besides Claire, which is confusing. But he decides to go home, and instantly for some reason he decides to look at the mail, which luckily he sees the things that he got, that he asked for Claire. He asked Claire for her to do for him. Pretty much, he was able to go back inside with both Toga and Eri hugging him, pretty much welcoming him home. with Izuku saying that he has a surprise for both of them, with Eri saying, "Do you have candy?" With Izuku saying, "No, but did you brush your teeth?" With Eri saying, I'm gonna go." Instantly just running away. With Izuku laughing. With Toga saying, "So, what is it?" With Izuku saying that we have to go to the US next week. With Toga saying, shocked and surprised, saying, "Wait, why?" Izuku said, "It's for my job." With Toga saying, "You never told me what your job was." With Izuku saying, "I did, remember?" With pretty much Toga remembering that Izuku told him that he is an agent from America, just pretty much having a vacation for Japan for a month, which actually was extended for a bit. And pretty much he was slacking off a bit, but pretty much being fighting some of the other things did kind of wake him up was a bit of a wake up call to go back to his job in the US. With Izuku saying that, "Here, I have this for you both." With pretty much Toga saying, "What is it?" Izuku saying, "Just open it and see." That's when Toga sees a passport. Not just one, two. And it looks like it's to be going to the US too. And it's for Eri and her. Toga saying, "Wait, we're both gonna..." With Izuku saying, "Surprise! You're both gonna go to the US with me. If you want, that is." With Toga excited to go to the US, saying, "Yes, yes, yes, I would love to." With Izuku just saying, "I guess besides, I hope you can meet my dad there too." With Toga saying, "Oh, I hope so too." That's when Toga started looking up and saw and kind of stared at Izuku's eyes. And Leon looked at Toga's eyes. And they were about to kiss. But then they hear, Dad, is it true?" And Izuku said, "What's true?" With Eri saying, "I have a grandpa?" With Izuku saying, yes, you do. But we won't be able to meet him, maybe. Because I have to work, remember? With Toga saying, "But I have to go to school tomorrow." With Izuku saying, "Why don't we go there tomorrow and tell them the situation that we're in? That we have to do that I have to go to a family matter tomorrow for a week, and then you have to come with me, because, With Toga understanding, saying, "Yeah, that's fine." With Eri saying, "Can I go too, Papa?" With Izuku just going pretty much crouching and carrying Eri saying, "Of course you can." And Eri saying, "Yay! We're going on an adventure!" Izuku kind of laughing and smiling, with also Toga laughing and smiling. And then we go to the next day, to when Toga goes to meet the principal, but not alone, because Izuku actually went with them. With actually Toga being there, Izuku had to do something quickly and giving them a notice that next week that they were going to be, or that tomorrow they're going to be going to the airport and they're going to need some help. And of course, he asked some help for moving some of his stuff and like that, not his stuff, but getting some of his belongings packed up and ready, which is some of his students, believe it or not, the students that he taught and stuff like that. Some of the students were surprised that Izuku had a girlfriend, and even had a daughter at that point. Where pretty much the respected students actually said, "Yes, sir. We'd love to help you get your stuff packed and ready." Which is, of course, not just males, but also females. Okay, gender equality here. So pretty much, Izuku asked them to help them move some of their stuff, some of the belongings. With, of course, they were glad to help their teacher. With Izuku just ending the call and then going back inside. With some of the female students seeing him, they thought that he was like a transfer or something. With only the bullies seeing this, they kind of go up to Izuku. They started flirting with them, trying to get his attention. With Izuku just jumping over them, him saying, "Sorry, I'm not interested. Besides, I'm already taken." With Izuku just keeps walking. The girl's kind of angry. The girl the girl that mostly bullies Toga, saying, "Damn it! Why does she always get the cute guys? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!" But she kind of became more obsessed on Izuku, kind of like a yandere, almost to the yandere state. And she just thinks, saying, "He's mine. He's mine. He'll be mine. I'll have him. He will be mine. He's my soulmate." Kind of like that situation of the yandere, stuff like that. You get the gist. But she's not in the complete yandere stage, like to the max. She's like in the beginning, like starting to become obsessed with Izuku, trying to follow Izuku. But Izuku is extremely well into his environment and can sense when he's being followed because of that training and stuff. So he does a lot of things to lose him, and is successful. And she even says, "Damn it, he's too good. That's why I love." And she even confessed to him right in front of there, saying that, "I love you." And Izuku says, "Sorry, but no, I already have someone. And I'm here to pick them up, okay? So leave me alone." With the girl saying, "No, I'm better than her, so you can come with me, please. I'm your soulmate." With Izuku being creeped out a bit. And he's saying, "What the hell is wrong with you? I don't even know you." And some of the students hearing this thing, and some of the guys kind of creeped out from the bully, that he's not here for them, and they don't get the gist. With one of the kids backing Izuku up, saying, "Even though I don't even know him, but you should leave him alone. Seriously." And one of the kids Izuku asked one of the kids of where the principal's office is. With one, of course, the student giving him directions, and Izuku didn't know where it was, so pretty much the kid asked if he could show him, with Izuku saying, "Lead the way." Of course, the kid kind of led the way to the office, with the bullies kind of following and stalking Izuku to the point of taking pictures of him from the back. And pretty much, Izuku goes into the office, thanking the kid, and just gave him a bit of money, just saying, "Thanks. Here's a bit of a thing. This is also for backing me up, too." With the kid saying, "I don't need this." With Izuku saying, "You deserve it. It's fine." Izuku going inside, and the principal confused, saying, "May I ask who you are?" With Izuku saying, "Oh, I'm Toga's boyfriend, and I'm here to explain the reason why she is going to the US. With the principal saying, "Oh, okay, so you're gonna explain why?" With Izuku explaining that it's more like a family matter, and that she's actually, and Izuku kind of proposed to her and he actually was thinking about it and proposing to her like at home, but he didn't have the guts for it. So pretty much, even the principal and Toga was shocked, but Toga was shocked, but she hid it, but she was just blushing by embarrassment. And Izuku putting on a ring, like a sleight of hand, he was able to put a ring on Toga's hand, like a engagement finger, whatever you call. And pretty much let's say there's the principal was shocked, saying, "What? Huh? Well, I did not know that. So you're part of a family now, Toga. That's good to know. What about your parents, Toga, though? Do they accept?" With Toga being just looking down, with Izuku asking if she can explain to the principal the situation that she's in. Toga just shaking her head, but the principal still confusing. What's happening? With Izuku saying, "Sir, I understand that you have the best intentions, but Toga's family abandoned her, and she didn't have anywhere to go, and that's how we met. That's how we actually met a few months ago, so 2 months ago, and yeah." Well, sorry, he didn't say that that's how we first met, but that he said that since she was dating he a bit lied that since she was barely dating her, and like about like a week before the situation happened, he kind of let her stay with him since he was an orphan. He lived on his own pretty much, and pretty much the principal took off his glasses and just said that he's sorry for Toga that she had to go through such hardship on her own for a bit. And he's happy that Toga was able to meet her now fiance. He's proud. But he stands up and says, "So, and what about the USA thing?" With Izuku saying, "My father wanted to meet her, so we're just gonna go out for a week so they can properly meet, you know?" With the principal saying, "So do you just want a family meeting then?" With Izuku just shaking his head saying, "Yes, pretty much. So, is it fine?" With, of course, the principal saying, "Of course it's fine." And Toga said, of course, saying, "But I want to also be able to turn in my homework and every responsibilities of my school." With the principal saying, so you are considering your future then. That's good for you, Toga. Good. And who's the one that changed your mind?" With, of course, Toga looking at Izuku, with the principal following her direction, with him saying, "That's good. That's good. I hope." And also asked Toga, "What do you think of doing for your future?" With Toga saying, "I want to be a hero and help others." With the principal surprised, but not like the principal surprised of hearing this answer. He says, "I never thought I would hear that, but guessing on what you went through, you don't want others to feel the same way of what you went through?" With Toga shaking her head saying, "Yeah, I don't want them to feel alone. I want them to feel that they feel safe. You know what I mean?" With the principal saying, "Yes, I understand. But I do hope you become careful in your future line of work. I will support you, and I hope you are able to make that dream a reality." With Toga smiling saying, "Thank you." And Izuku turns around, looking at the door, with the principal saying, "Is something wrong, Mr. Kennedy?" With Izuku saying, "Just call me Leon." And yes, there is something wrong. With pretty much him opening the door, and all three of the bullies fall down. With one of the girls saying, "Hi, hi." With, of course, the principal saying, "Girls, what are you doing here?" With the girls saying, we were kind of just walking around and we heard some things, so we just got curious. Sorry, it's just curiosity." With Izuku saying, "Okay, so why don't you just leave then?" With course, one of the bullies being obsessed with Izuku to the point like soon to be yandere, her saying, "But I don't want to leave you, my love," kind of like that. With Izuku saying, "Sorry, but please just let go." With Izuku trying to push her away from his arm, which the principal says, "Can you please let go of him? You're making him feel